Ivan Lendl was born in Ostrava, Czechoslovakia in March 1960.
Both of my parents played tennis, so it was just natural to go to the club in the afternoons after school and spend there as much time as I could before I had to do homework.
A lot of parents were steering their kids towards sports because there was really not much you could do otherwise, and if you were good, you got a chance to travel and see the world, and the motivation was a big factor.
One of the qualities of Ivan that once he trusted somebody, like I guess his parents or myself, he never ever argued. Anything I said over 5 years when we've been together, he always accepted.
Lendl reached his first Grand Slam final at the French Open in 1981, where he lost in 5 sets to Bjorn Borg.
Time, and here's the championship for Borg.
Got to the 5th set, but didn't have much left, and Bjorn was still fresh, unfortunately for me. I don't look at it as an achievement. When you lose, you lose. And I don't really care who it is on the other side. You try to beat the guy.
By 1984, Lendl had lost his first 4 Grand Slam finals. In the French Open final that year, he was 2 sets down against John McEnroe before winning in 5 sets.
It was a great feeling. I was very tired, so I don't have too many memories of the end of the match or ceremony and so on because of the fatigue. But just a great feeling to achieve one of your goals. That summer after the French, I still remember very well how badly I felt after the French finals and so on. I decided I want to get fitter, and I never want to lose another match because the other guy was fitter than me. And so we started looking for different things, and we looked at nutrition, we looked at training, and so on and so on, and that's when my career really took off.
I think that he was an inspiration because he really was the one that took training to the next level.
In mid-1985, Lendl hired Tony Roach as his new coach. In the US Open that year, he beat John McEnroe to win the title. By 1986, Lendl was in his prime. He won the French Open that year against Michael Pernfors in the final.
Jeu 7 match Lendl.
Michael Pernfors lost to Ivan. Semi-finals of a tournament in Tokyo, I think it was, like 6-1, 6-1 or something. And Michael said he played well. And he's sitting in the locker room talking to his coach and just, I don't know what to do against the guy. And then Ivan comes in and he says to Michael, I had you running like a dog today, didn't I, Michael? You don't say that again to a guy that you just beat 6-1, 6-1, but that's what Ivan did.
At the 1986 US Open, Lendl beat Miloslav Micic in the final. At the French Open in 1987, Lendl won the title over Mats Wilander. He also won the US Open in a long 4-setter against Wilander in the final. By the late 1980s, the Australian Open had moved to its new home at Melbourne Park, and more top players were entering the event. Lendl took the title in 1989, beating Miloslav Micic in the final, and 1990 when Ed Berg had to retire midway through the final.
Ladies and gentlemen, because of injury, Mr. Stefan Edberg must retire.
Lendl never won Wimbledon, though lost in 2 finals to Boris Becker in 1986 and Pat Cash in 1987.
I tried to do everything I can and to win. Unfortunately, I didn't, but I lose no sleep over that, and people think I do. Not only did I make 2 finals, I made 5 other semifinals on top of that, and in many ways, that's probably better. The opponents I played, the games they played, McEnroe serve and volley, Becker serve and volley, Edberg serve and volley. To achieve semifinals 7 times and 2 finals out of that is probably bigger achievement than the US Open finals 8 times. Unfortunately, that one thing is missing, but that's the way it is.
Lendl retired in 1994 and concentrated on golf. He coached Andy Murray to 3 Grand Slam titles.
Part of the fun also that you get used to, that people don't know really what you're thinking or what you like of the court, and when they start thinking, oh well, he's like that, and I know it's not like that at all, it's pretty funny.
What would you say drives Ivan Lendl now?
Usually a car.
Have you thought about life after tennis?
I think I'll become a journalist.
And are you planning a larger family?
That's none of your business, correct?
One of the greatest tennis players of all times, I think, with the results he's had and the consistency. But I think he brought something to tennis that was getting tennis more physical.
I think when we talk about Ivan Lendl, we have to remember that he is the one player, to my mind, who has proved that tennis players can be made. He's definitely a made tennis player. And we know he's had various coaches and help and things, but in the long run, you have to do it yourself. And he has done it himself right from the very beginning. He's worked like a Trojan. He's consolidated his serve, he's consolidated his ground shots, he's learned to volley. He's not a natural volleyer, he never will be a natural volleyer. But he's learned everything by himself, by sheer hard work, and trains assiduously all the time.
Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.